Hello again, and welcome back to another craft kit tutorial. This time we are doing paper bead jewelry. So in your craft kit, you will get kind of a selection of 5 different cool printed papers, some Mod Podge, a foam brush, a small bottle of glue, some plastic coffee stir straws, and then a little baggie which has some beads, a length of elastic cord, and then a little star charm. From home, you will need some tape, a pen or pencil, and a ruler, and some scissors. Okay, there we go. We'll bring it down here so I can show you what we're doing. So, take one of your pieces of paper. I'm going to pick the pretty polka dots for my first one. And then you're going to need your pencil and your ruler. We're going to flip it over to the white side, and you're going to want to make this a long triangle. So you're going to want to draw a line from the top left to the bottom right corner. If you don't have a ruler, you could use any flat edge. We're just trying to get a straight line. It doesn't have to really be measured. So let's draw that here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to get the basic shape there. Oops. And this is on the back side, so it's not a huge deal if it's not perfect. So there, oh, you cannot see that with the exposure, but there is a line there. And then take your scissors, and we're going to cut on that line to get your 2 triangles. Each sheet of paper is making 2 beads. Each one of these triangles will make 1. So you can make up to 10 beads with this kit, which is kind of neat. Ooh, that's a really skinny one. That's okay. Alright, so now we've got 2. So we're done with our pencil and ruler and stuff for now. And then you want to take one of these, and this is actually going to be the inside of your bead. The straw will be your hole where you thread it through. So you will take a small piece of tape and tape it to the colored side of your paper, and then wrap that around your straw like that. And then this is going to be where we start. So go ahead and flip it back over to the white side, and you'll need your glue. I have a big bottle because I don't want to use up our little bottles for our kits. And basically what we're doing is we're rolling this up onto this, and then we're securing it with the glue. So you want to start with a little bit of glue right at the base, and we're just going to roll. It's okay if you've got a little tape showing at the beginning because it kind of helps you get started. But we're just going to roll as tight as we can around that straw. It's okay if the glue oozes a little bit. It's going to get coated in glue anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then we just are kind of rolling like that. Every few times around, add a little bit more glue. And just keep going. You want to try to make sure that it's kind of tapering towards the center if you can. It is kind of difficult to do, but I promise you can. It just takes a little bit of work. Alright. A little more. It'll kind of ooze out, I don't know if you can see there, as you roll, and when you're not having as much oozing out, it's time to add more glue. Better to have too much than not enough. A little more. You will get glue all over your hands. It's a sign you're doing it right. But it's school glue, it's washable. Alright, some more. There we go. You can see kind of that I'm getting it tapered in on both sides there. I'm to make sure I'm continuing to get it nice and tight because it looks like it's starting to loosen on me just a little bit, not much. Okay. And when you get towards the end and it gets really narrow, I just kind of coat the whole thing because you want to make sure that that edge sticks down really well. The end there, the pointy end. So just keep rolling it around. This is the messy part right here because it kind of coated your whole hands in glue there. Alright, and then just make sure that that end is real nice and stuck down like so. So that is the start of one bead. So you can make, I've had luck with about 3 or so per straw. That way you can get multiple out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and make the other one as well. And then just repeat this as many times as you want beads. We gave you 4 of the little straws, so you can make as many as you'd like. So I'm going to make a few of these, and then you just need to let them dry fully. School glue says, doesn't say how long it takes to dry. In my experience, about 20 or 30 minutes. It's usually pretty dry. So what I usually do is I just take another piece of tape and tape it to like the side of a table or something just to hold it so it's not resting on the table like so, just to let them dry. So I'm going to go ahead and work a few more of these and let them sit and dry, and then we will continue on to the next step. Okay, we are back. I've been letting these sit for a little while. I made 6 because I already have a few made. So there are our little fun skewers here. I'm going to tape one of them back. And then we're going to take our Mod Podge. And you want to do probably 2 to 3 coats of this. And then just use your foam brush and kind of pat it and make sure that it's fully covered. I make sure I pay special attention to like the tops and bottoms because sometimes there's some gapping in the beads that you want to make sure you get everything in. So I want to do that. And then you want to let it fully dry between your coats. Mod Podge takes a little longer than regular glue, so I would say 20 to 30 minutes between coats is kind of a good amount of time to wait. I really kind of cake it on because I want it to be nice and shiny and sealed when I'm done. This does produce a shiny finish. If you prefer it matte, you can use the school glue, 3-part school glue to 1 part water, and you can use that and it gives a matte finish. It does look pretty cool. I don't feel that it really seals it quite as well, so that's your call. I wouldn't call it waterproof like I would with these, or water resistant at least. But that's up to you if you like that finish a little better. That is something you can do. So there's one. And the other one. And I leave these on until we're done with all 3 coats, and then I take it off and trim the straw and everything. It just makes it easier. It's all in one place. Don't have to worry about it sliding off or around. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to work on these, and I'm going to do all 3 coats. I said 20 to 30 minutes in between coats. Make sure it's dry to the touch. And then we will come back and finish them up and use them to make our jewelry. So we will be back in a bit. Okay, I just wanted to hop in just so you know, so you can decide. These are made with the Mod Podge. You can kind of see the shiny finish on those. And then these are made with the glue water mixture. Just so you can kind of tell the difference. I said these are going to be a little more water resistant because they've got a little harder, shinier seal, where these are definitely all together, but they don't have much of a finish on them. They still kind of feel like paper. So just so you know, you can make your own decision on what you'd like to do there. Alright, hello. I apologize. I actually missed some audio, so I'm going to kind of go back and explain the parts we missed here. So when you have the beads on your little skewer things, after your 2 coats of Mod Podge, or 3, I did 2 on these just to kind of preserve the color a little bit. I found that the color just is a little more clear sometimes than it is with 3 coats, but it's totally up to you. But what you do is, while they're still on the stick, you just trim the edges so that they're right up next to the bead, like that, and then just kind of cut them off the stick. Do this when they're dry to the touch. They will take about another 24 hours or so until they're really, really hard. Like these have been sitting for a couple days and they've got a much harder finish than the ones I just finished are. And then all you do is take your elastic cord, your beads, and your charm, and then you can just kind of design your jewelry from there. I made a bracelet. Make sure to start with a good knot on the end, and I would recommend starting with one of the smaller beads just to give it a good kind of starting point, and just kind of design your bracelet. There's also probably enough for like a necklace if you want to do that, or you can just save the beads for a later project. It's really up to you. But yeah, you just put them on the cord, design it how you'd like. Make sure you do a nice solid knot at the end. I tied this about 4 times just to really make sure it was in there. And then you are all set. That is the finished product with my little star charm there. So for sure, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I was clear in my instructions. I apologize that I kind of missed the filming of part of it there, but I think we got it. So if you'd like to come try this out, you can come pick this up at the Woodmere branch right in the teen department. And I hope that you have a fun and enjoyable spring break. Have a good one.